Chill, bro. You're gonna scare away all the girls. What girls? You don't have any girls. Oh. Yeah, they don't know what I need to know about that. So you're an adult. Or not. Maybe I don't know. No, you're right. Look at you, all grown up. Wow. And still no friends. What a loser. I'm just messing with you. Look at me, I'm alone in my room, talking to a computer. You could be in high school and college, maybe even an adult. What do you do? Well, you're in luck, because I'm going to now give you 4 or 5 very decent hacks to really get your mind stimulated. And keep in mind, these are not the only ways to make friends, but these are techniques that I found have helped me at least meet people, talk to them, meet them multiple times over and over, and quite a few of them have become my friends that I still speak to on a regular basis. So something I've used. The number one advice, and this is the easiest, but I think it's the most misunderstood. People don't understand it because it's so common and easy to understand, is showing up in one place regularly. I want you to think back to when you were a child, right? Any friends you might have had or anyone that you were close with or interacting with. Were they based off of a school, tuition, some sort of a running club? What was the commonality there? And it was probably because you started showing up in one place regularly. For most people, that is a school or playground. And that still holds whether you like it or not, even as an adult. So, let's see. But when you grow up, this now just changes to the library. Maybe you go to the library, the same section every day. Maybe you're in a part of a running club. I know I am. And you just start showing up regularly. First day, second day, third day, over a few weeks, over a month. You might not make any friends first few times, but eventually you'll start seeing a few familiar faces. And that is where you'll have opportunities, because now you have someone that's like-minded with similar interests around you. And that's how you make friends. Could be the bookstore, could be some sort of a board game night, can be anything. But the key is to kind of really just go to one place regularly. That's what I'll start with. Try that first, and within a month you might know a few people. And for tips on how and where to find these places, I found that sometimes apps like Meetup are pretty great. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't think they even know about me. Maybe they should. But I found they have all sorts of events, from hiking to running to board game nights. And you can also create your own if you have a little bit of cha-ching. Just throw it in there and make your own event. Something of interest to you, something you like doing. Because you do not. Otherwise you'll be a millionaire, man. Where's all my dollars in the stock market? Ching, ching, ching. Whatever that is that you do, there are interest groups around it, and go and meet people through that. Other apps like Bumble, BFF, etc. I haven't really tried, but could be worth exploring. But there's also another option. Now, secondly, if being regular is not your place, or you have some sort of accessibility issue, I have seen Discord communities are great as well. A bit more online, a bit more virtual, and some people like it, some people don't. Great if you're into gaming. It really helps you build communities. Obviously, disclaimer, make sure you're not giving any confidential information to people you meet over the internet. But other than that, it's still a great place to vibe out. Okay, let's say you've met someone, but how do you make something of that? Sounds kind of corporate, but you can't just be like, hey, let's be friends, we should be friends. Yeah, I go to bed at 9 p.m, you want to come over? Haha. No, you can't really do that. So you kind of have to move around and then play with. Great opening line is, especially if you're older or as an adult, is, hey, I don't know about you, man, but making friends as an adult is weird. You want to go get coffee or a walk sometime? What do you think? Sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no. It really depends. The key is, it's okay. Not everyone is the same. You'll get rejected, that's okay. Key is to not care about failure. And really just focus on getting to know people that are now in this place. Could be a bookstore, running club, library, wherever you are. Somewhere where you find someone of interest, right? Key is to get to know this person. Maybe you saw them at the gym or the library, running club, bookstore. Don't be too situationally aware, but be open-minded, and it's okay to get rejected. Yeah, right. Like I said, don't care about failure. Now, most people should hopefully be receptive. If not, that's okay. Failure is part of life. It's just like relationships, except it's easier because you don't want someone to spend a life with you. Just give me some time once a week, man. Now, what kind of person as well is important. Like qualification is key. People that are not from the city that you're in, right? Let's say you're in Montreal. People that are not from Montreal will generally be more open-minded. So people that are not from locally that city, because they don't have their network that they usually grew up with. And so those are great people to kind of target for especially short-term friendships, but also they can flourish into long-term, right? Because after all, we're all citizens of the world, I'd like to think. And, there are no boundaries. All boundaries and constraints are in the mind.
All constraints and boundaries are really in the mind.
And so that's great. So like those people I found are more receptive. And when I went to university, some of my greatest friends were not from the city that the university was in. So that really did translate. And lastly, like let's say, okay, now you've met someone, you've qualified, you've been able to agree to get something and do something. Try to pick activities where you can do stuff together. So it isn't necessarily pressure like friendship, man. It's more like, oh, we're doing something and maybe we chat here and there. And if you look back to any of the friends or close relationships you've had in your life, at least for me, I'm sure for you as well, generally they just kind of gel together over time. It's not forced that now you're friends. It's more like you're doing something together or showing up somewhere regularly. And over time you chitter chatter, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly you're friends. And so focus activities where you can do stuff together. Great example of this is go-karting, and could be something as simple as watching a movie. Could be something a little bit more extreme, bungee jumping. If you don't have the budget, you want to do something cheap, ice skating. I mean, it really depends on where you are, what you're doing. Swimming is great. Comic book collection stores. I'm sure people are into comic books. I'm not, as you can probably tell, but you could do something that could be stuff you do together, explore together. Hat shopping. That's an interesting one I found from Nathan for you. So anyways, there you have it, guys. I think, let me know if this helps. If it doesn't, tell me, I will be your friend. Okay, like and comment, and I will become your friend.